First, I would like to thank Melissa Boston for sharing with me a few weeks ago when we met in person about Wakana's Wellness Wednesdays, as she came up to Albany, New York, and visited Fatima Horn's Mind, Body, and Soul studio. My name is Azjunique Gibson. I am strongly passionate about helping people change their lives with the power of balancing the spirit, mind, and body using quantum physics. A little bit about my background. I'm an International Quantum University for Integrative Medicine alumni. I graduated with a bachelor degree in holistic health science. Before I completed my bachelor degree program, I went through their 6-month quantum health coach program and shortly after received my board certification from the American Association of Drugless Practitioners. I am also the CEO and owner of the Anointed Joyful Grace Coach, a startup health coaching company to foster and assist women with disease prevention, stress management, and disease management. Ever since high school, I have always had this compassion towards educating others about the importance of maintaining a healthy, holistic resilience within the spirit, mind, and body. And I am so humbly happy and grateful to the Most High and blessed to be your presenter this evening on understanding the heart-brain connection to improve cardiovascular health. All right, let me reshare my screen. So today we are going over what is the heart-brain connection, the power of sound waves to strengthen the heart-brain connection, impact on the nervous system, boost your brain power, and keeping calm with sound healing frequencies, and carry on with a vibrant lifestyle. And we'll be also going over how you have the key to good cardiovascular health. All right, next slide. Excuse me a minute. Let me reference my notes so I don't miss out anything. So we are, again, talking about the heart-brain connection. So the heart and the brain, they communicate with each other through a conversation via a two-way dialogue. And they also have influence on each other by giving each other commands, signals, or direction based on the response to either a stressor, like a negative stressor, or a positive stressor. And I also watched this video a few weeks ago on the science of heart-brain harmony with Greg Braden on the Gaia YouTube channel. And this was the words in the video. In late 1991, there was a discovery scientists made, and they now know within our hearts there are about 40,000 specialized cells concentrated in a very precise way. The specialized cells are called sensory neurites, which are brain-like cells, and it's like a little brain in the heart. And a fun fact for you, the name of the man who found the cells, last name is Armour, which is love in French. These brain-like cells learn independently of cells and neurons in our brain, and they think and feel independently of the cells in our brain. The cells in our heart can also be harmonized with the human brain. And from a Heart Math Institute article, the heart communicates with the brain and body in 4 ways. Number 1, through neurological communication through our nervous system. Number 2 is biochemical communication through our hormones. And number 3, biophysical communication through pulse waves. And lastly, number 4, energetic communication through electromagnetic fields. Next slide. So according to the Just Energy blog, sound energy is the result when a force, either sound or pressure, makes an object or substance vibrate, that energy moves through the substance in waves. I decided to choose this image because it was the best, closest representation of a woman experiencing the sound wave energy vibration effects as she is sitting directly in front of what appears to be a loudspeaker. And I also wanted to make note that this is just for educational and informational purposes only. This is not known to, replace a treatment, or so I would ask that you please consult with a licensed physician. And also in an online blog called Healing with Sound Vibrations, How Sound Frequencies Heal Different Health Problems, alpha waves between 8 to 12 hertz are most common during daydreaming or meditation, inducing relaxation and mental clarity. The 528 hertz music frequency is known as the love or miracle frequency to promote healing and DNA repair. Studies have found that when exposed to this frequency, people exhibited lower heart rates, blood pressure levels, and reduced stress hormone levels. And other studies have shown that listening to a 528 hertz frequency can trigger the production of nitric oxide in the body, which is a gas molecule essential for good cardiovascular health. I have also found that in an online article called 432 hertz sound frequency, that this type of frequency soothes your nerves, which helps to improve vital signs such as heart rate and blood pressure. Another article called Benefits of 639 hertz solfeggio frequency states that this frequency transforms anxious hearts to compassionate hearts full of positive energy. And as you deeply listen to music with a 639 hertz frequency, you will be able to let go of all negative feelings inside your heart, balance the heart chakra to heal the heart. And because, as we talked about in slide 3, that there are brain-like cells in our hearts, 639 hertz can be used to encourage cells to communicate with their environment. And lastly, in an online publication called Physiological Effects of Binaural Beats and Meditative Musical Stimulation, mentions meditation music is often used with binaural beats to calm individuals. So therefore, the calming effects of binaural beats synced to music is effective for regulating vital signs, again, such as heart rate and blood pressure. All right, next slide. All right, now I'm going to need to share my screen. All right, thank you. Can everyone see me and hear me?
We can see the slides, yes.
Okay, awesome. So everyone can see the sound healing music meditations for the heart-brain connection?
Yes, we can.
Okay, awesome. All right, so I also have a testimony to share with you. This is something to empower and motivate you. So a couple months ago, before I started, to go to Mind Body Soul Studio, and I got my first bioscan with Wakana. I actually was experiencing like these heart palpitations due to stress and anxiety. I do have, sometimes I do have high anxiety, and I was actually working out at the gym one day, and then all of a sudden it was just getting hard for me to breathe. So I said, you know, God, I trust you. I have faith in you. I can use my educational background to help me to manage this. So that's what I did, and I found these sound healing music meditations for the heart-brain connection. I use the heal the vagus nerve, overcome your abnormal blood pressure, and improve your parasympathetic tone, 528 hertz. And I would play that while I was sleeping so that I was regenerating my heart and the rest of my body while I was sleeping. And then all of a sudden I did not feel that pain, or I didn't feel those heart palpitations anymore. So I just want to mention that. All right. I am going to unshare my screen, and then you can reshare my presentation slides.
There we go.
All right, awesome.
Those are the sounds you can play when we're having problems. Is that
Yeah.
okay, great.
All right, so on the next slide, yep, impact on the nervous system. All right, awesome. So if you can also slide down on slide 7. So what these images show are the two types of nervous systems that we have: parasympathetic and sympathetic. Our parasympathetic system is our calm response when we respond to positive stressors like a birthday celebration, award ceremony, attending your cousin's basketball game, or attending a fun dance fitness class, or you know, getting ready to celebrate Christmas and spending time with your friends and family. And also, or dressing up for different holidays also puts a smile on people's faces, and also would do the same thing back to you. Whereas our sympathetic system is our fight or flight response when we respond to negative stressors like attending a funeral, anxiety from physical pain associated with a certain disease you currently may have, or either acute or chronic, and any other traumatic situation. Each time you encounter a negative stressor, you are most likely going to react, activating your sympathetic nervous system because you are anxious, and that can potentially lead to an increase in heart rate, possibly because you are in adrenaline rush mode. So you're in panic mode because you at that time may not know what to do. So a good tip for you to do after encountering a negative situation is you can go and reference these sound healing music meditations that I found easily on YouTube to help get you back on the parasympathetic nervous system side. And when you are calm, as you can see in this image here on slide 7, you are either constricting, increasing, stimulating, or reducing, which are words you can pick out to help you remember that these regulating function activities are correlated with the parasympathetic nervous system. just think of the letter P in parasympathetic as P for positive results. All right, next slide for boost your brain power. Because both the heart and brain are interconnected with each other, this enables the opportunity for each organ to work together in harmony when you are consistently activating the parasympathetic nervous system. When each organ assists each other and are working together in a balanced harmony state, this is known as heart-brain coherence. In other words, this signifies the ability that your body can regulate itself when you do positive regulatory function activities such as brain training. And in this presentation, the type of brain training we are talking about is using sound healing music frequency meditations to improve heart health using the power of the brain, whether it's the brain in our head or the brain in our heart. All right, I continue on to slide 8, and then I have to reshare my screen again.
While you're resharing, it looks like there's a couple people with questions. So is that Mom Mitchell? And then I have Healthy Living. If you guys want to unmute yourself and ask a question. Is there a question, Mom?
No, I didn't. Did I have a question up there?
No, your hand was up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm just really enjoying this.
Awesome.
Awesome. I'm glad you are. All right, I'm going to share my screen. Oh. All right, there you go. Also, when I am anxious or I feel like I need to address my mental health, I will also play brain health meditation music. So these are just a few examples of something that I would play to meditate. And I also wanted to make note that sometimes their word choice is not the greatest. Like you should not, when you see the word cure, don't think of it as a cure. That's not the proper word choice for that, but it does, you can use it to help assist you in managing your brain health. So an easy way for you to look it up on YouTube is to just type in this YouTube search engine, like brain health sound healing music, and then all these different types of sound healing music meditations will pop up. All right, I am going to unshare my screen, and then you can reshare my presentation.
Okay, great. And they're asking about if we can email that. So yes, guys, we will make sure we email this out because it's phenomenal information. And we hear regenerating damaged brain cells. I think everybody on the line is like, that.
Awesome. I will also email Melissa my the sound healing music meditations playlist too.
You can just know what slide. I think right now we're still You want to go back to 8 or move to 10?
Go down to another slide. Yeah, right there. Awesome. So now we're going to be talking about keeping calm with sound healing frequencies and carrying on with a vibrant lifestyle. Okay. So I'm making an interesting connection between Dr. Sebi. So according to Dr. Sebi's cell food, Dr. Sebi taught us that cell food has to be electrical because our bodies are electrical. And if we go back up to slide 3, where I mentioned what Heart Math Institute said about how our heart communicates with the brain in 4 ways, one of them being energetic communication. Well, several weeks ago, I watched a video of Dr. Sebi, and he said that we must feed our body electric food because we are of electric energy. So additionally, by feeding our body with listening to electric music, music with sound healing frequencies, we can also impact how our body operates too. And just think of, plant-based foods, each food has a frequency, so as sound healing music does too. All right, go down to slide 11. You have the key to good cardiovascular health. Awesome. So our heart can repair itself based on what we do to give it that ability to, but it's up to us to listen to sound healing music, frequency meditations. It's up to us to have the key to good cardiovascular health because we must be willing to take the necessary actions to improve it. All right. Now, can we show my references PDF?
Sure. While I'm pulling that up, if you can entertain any questions. I have to pull that one up. I think that was.
Yeah, I will take any questions. You can unmute yourself.
Okay, we have, some of them have unmuted. Okay, there we go. So I think it's 1+. You can ask your question. And then we have Dr. Betty. She's going to come up and chime into the question as well. But 1+, I just want to unmute you if you want to unmute your microphone. Maybe if that was accident. Healthy living, go ahead and unmute you too. So if you want to speak, living or 1+, either one, you guys are up. And if that was accident, maybe you're just raising the hand because they enjoy what you're saying. I'm going to show the references. Let's show the references. I want to know where she's getting her information from, which was amazing, by the way. I mean, amazing. But these are some of the references. If you want to maybe share anything about the references.
Yes. So, yeah. So for the Gaia video, I found that on YouTube. So that's how when I talked about the heart-brain harmony and how we have 40,000 brain-like cells within our heart. And also when you go on, like, when you look at the references that talk about like the benefits of different, sound healing frequencies, like the first one, benefits of 639 hertz solfeggio frequency, you get to also find out that they have also other benefits besides the brain and the heart. But I was, ultimately talking about the brain and heart connection this evening. But it's amazing what, when you maintain a healthy, holistic resilience, that you're also talking about other different body parts, even though you may be talking about the heart and brain. And I am seeing some questions in the chat. Yes, you will be getting those links that will be emailed out.
Someone's asking about, and then there's a few more. Okay, can we get the links? Yes.
All right. Says what? Miss Gibson, this.
It's a blessing. Yes. That's Shirley McLaurin.
Yeah.
Let's use it for her heart condition.
Well, it's also, so there are, like I said, if you go into the YouTube, into your YouTube search engine, you can usually type up like help with memory, sound healing music, and then all these different types of sound healing music frequency videos will pop up, and you could listen to something that helps to regain your memory or something to improve your memory. Are there any questions that I missed?
Nope.
Oh, you're welcome. Naima, I think that's how you pronounce your name.
And Dr. Betty is here also.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You too. Excellent presentation.
Thank you.
Really showed the connections between the heart, and the brain, and the rest of the body, because the heart and the brain really do control these things.
Yeah.
They're out of whack, and just like with the endocannabinoid system, you're out of whack, and you can't perform or function to your maximum. So that's all of this is so exciting too. Really.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Margaret.
So are there any more questions? Let's see. And as far as memory, Azjunique talked about the nervous system. And so when you balance your frequency, your vibrations, that includes the entire body, and the nervous system or the brain is the foundation of nervous system function.
Yeah.
So we want to get it all to help with memory, pain, coordination, everything.
Yeah, and like I said, even dressing up, I'm all dressed up for Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays. I've been dressing up all week. I've been adding a lot of Christmas gear to my collection. And can you guess how many items I have in my Christmas collection?
12 minutes.
I have 17. So my goal for next year is to have 25 different Christmas outfits to wear from December 1st through December 25th, because I want to be able to share and spread the joy of Jesus Christ and God.
That energy of peace and harmony.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, what is the connection to all?
I see some other questions.
The form of mindful meditation?
Oh, it's in the chat. Let's see.
So in regard to R&B,
Yes, so the first question by Marieth, is this a form of mindful meditation? Yes, it is a form of mindful meditation, because you are using your mind to help regulate the rest of your body. Does one has to know how to? No, so it's very simple. You can even listen to this music while you sleep, so that, because when you sleep, you're regenerating your body, so that's what I usually do, is I have my laptop open while I'm sleeping, and I just play the music so that it's doing two things at once. What is the connection of? So that's a great question. I am unaware of that. I have not studied that. I've only been studying music frequencies with hertz or binaural beats.
And an interesting comment we'll make, I know Dr. Betty, we were at the Blue Soul Music Night. We were there, right? And one thing I will add, she did a video where she talked about music and water. So she started off with rock and roll, not rock and roll, so heavy metal music. Right. And heavy metal music had a frequency that actually turned the water into a negative type energy. So she was saying how some can be damaging because the frequency could be not what we need. But I do know that a lot of the music she shared that night was R&B and some gospel songs, and those were the frequencies that lifted us up. And by the time we just felt like we got interjected with some type of, like an injection of happiness. Because that night we were just jumping up and down, and we're like, why are we so happy? But she, that's Latrice Levitt. I don't think she's on tonight because she had another engagement. She's flying out tomorrow, but she's studying music frequency as it relates to the music we hear every day on the radio. And that's why I felt like you two would be a great collaboration. So maybe one day we'll get together along with Karen. Karen, come and say hi to everybody. And then of course we have Dr. Betty. We have all these healers amongst. That's why I hang around people who have this high energy, and that helps me to energy right. Come on. See, look at the folks.
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
Yes. So that was a great question, guys.
Yes. Awesome.
Aggressive music elevates aggressive energy. So think about, like, what do they call it? Trap music. A lot of the music these young kids are listening to.
Yeah.
With violence. It repeats negative thoughts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everything. And I think this is just a great topic. We will have more topics like this. So.
And not just that, but the frequency that is most beneficial with 432 is the hip hop, rap. Some of that genre is entrenched with a frequency that's just a couple of hertz lower than 432, and it changes the effect on the individual negative way. And so that's why it's important to know what you're listening to make sure that you infuse your life with some positive, high frequency vibration to balance, bring about a sense of homeostasis. Because just that in and of itself helps your body function more effectively.
Yes.
And one other thing, so you mentioned that you sleep with the music going on your laptop.
Yeah.
Let me remind everybody, electronic devices more than 6 feet away from you, especially.
Yes.
In fact, you shouldn't really have it in the room with you. So that's something to consider too. You want to minimize the negative electromagnetic frequency,
Yes.
etc., and all that brings with it. We want to minimize our exposure to it as much as possible.
When she said, don't put it in the bed, put it 6 feet away and turn the volume up.
No. You want to make sure your volume is low.
Yeah. It really doesn't have to be loud for you to experience the frequency. We
Yeah.
hear sounds that dogs can hear, but that frequency is the.
I thought she said
And so they're
Dr. Bet.
Somebody's saying a question. 1 second.
many frequencies affect us that way.
So what's the solution? How do we listen to what we sleep?
So you can put it in another room and turn the volume
And put it
up
in the next
in the next room, right?
In the next room, guys.
You can also
You can use a Bluetooth speaker.
putting it in the next room and use the speaker in your room, maybe.
Put the blue or blue.
But would the Bluetooth speaker, but would the speaker also have electromagnetic energy we need to be considering?
I know they have speaker pillows, but I don't know. That's one thing I was going to suggest, the speaker pillows, but I don't know what they have that either.
Right. Well, the temperature is not as much as the actual device, but it is because it's an antenna.
Right.
It's an antenna.
We're going to study that and have an answer.
Yeah. So there's a question. Yes, so it was, I remember doing some research on with 174 hertz, and I did not include that in my presentation. But yeah, they did say that 174 hertz is a good frequency, and I've learned to block that out when I sleep. The light does not bother me because I'm a heavy sleeper, so it doesn't really bother me. Oh, headphones is not a. I would not wear headphones while you're sleeping. Oh, you're welcome. Any more questions?
Yes, this is James Mitchell, and I found that when I use my CPAP, it interferes with the frequency of the music or the meditation I'm doing. So I usually do my meditations prior to sleeping. But if I am sleeping, I do play to music with the appropriate frequencies. But if I'm meditating, I don't use my CPAP or earphones so that I can focus in better.
I do not know about, someone using a CPAP machine and sleeping with a certain frequency. So I wouldn't be able to answer that. Do we have any other questions? Oh, you're so welcome, Kathy. Thank you.
So I think that one thing we have to remember is that all these devices emit some level of EMF. Some less than others, and so to minimize your exposure, you would probably I would want to limit my contact with or the length of time exposed to.
This was awesome, guys. I think we need to give it up for Azjunique. Amazing. Thank you so much. We've opened up a lot of questions now. Everyone's wondering what can we listen to, or can we? But I'm definitely going to I think some people have bad habits when they sleep. So I think, like Dr. Bennett, minimize bad habits. Whatever is going into your brain, at least if it's something positive, that's going to be much less traumatic than going to sleep with CNN. Okay, right.
And so next time, maybe we can talk about some technologies that it's okay to go to sleep with it on.
Yeah.
Protect yourself using things like copper, using things like silver, using certain crystals and certain devices that actually block out the Why don't we just go to bed with all the devices that block out the EMF? Now we can listen to
It's true.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All these great doctors, we're gonna give you a lesson.
Lots of
Okay?
news
Yes,
and remember.
yes, yes. So great job. Okay. Listen, Azjunique, we're gonna have to bring you back, okay? Because you have just got we're so proud of you. And she's amazing. How old are you, Azjunique?
I'm 23.
Isn't that amazing, guys? 23 years young and having all these degrees behind her, just all these amazing accolades that people at such a young age. Yo, at 23, I mean, amazing. So we're so excited. Great job, guys. Great, great job.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome job.
Thank you. I also wanted to quickly make note that it was in high school. Yeah, I did talk about that in high school. It was around I was 17 years old when I started I started taking this greens drink for like detoxification, and that's what sparked my interest and sparked my passion for holistic health.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Was in high school?
Yeah, and I also help my grandparents from time to time. Like I try and educate them as well,
Nice.
because sometimes it's hard because they're stuck in their ways. But I was able to give my grandparents like an acupressure mat, because to help them with their pain relief. So I'm really grateful for that as well.
awesome. Well, our future looks bright. The beautiful likes of Azjunique.
Thank you.
Yes, those mats are great. Kathy's had experience with that as well.
Awesome.
So good job, guys. Thank you so much. Everyone have a merry, happy New Year. For those who don't celebrate, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, and everything in between. See you guys.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Thank you. Peace and love. Blessings.